We're back. Welcome to day one of a classroom setup. It is way late in the season and we have got a lot to do, but we're super excited. I only have like 2 hours, so I'm just gonna take you along. We're gonna see what we get done today and what we don't get done, but I've got two little helpers. Hi Calvin, hi Theo.
Hello.
They're gonna help me with a couple things. They're gonna chill for a little and let's see what we've got. All right. All right, just did a quick little assessment. I've got Theo putting out some books last year. So things, I think I mentioned this at the end of last year, but if you're new here, you don't know this. We got a bunch of, we had our big roofing project over the summer. So we had to pack up in ways that we don't normally pack up. All of the plastic that you saw when we first walked in, that is not normal. We usually actually don't have to do too much to like take apart our classrooms, which is very nice. So this year is a lot different, and I'm trying to like remember where I put everything because we just kind of just store it all away quickly. So that's what I'm kind of going through now. We also got our budget stuff. So we get about $300 to $400 a year, which is very nice for our school budget to order supplies. And in first grade, we order all of their like supply kits. But every year I've done it different. So last year I ordered supply boxes, and I just opened up what I got over the summer, and there's no supply boxes. And now I'm questioning and wondering if I actually ordered supply boxes because I didn't love the ones I got from School Specialty. I was gonna get the ones from Staples, which is why I'm here today, to assess what I still need to buy because I don't see crayons over here and I don't see pencil boxes over here. So I'm gonna start a running list. I need to first check that I didn't just like forget and not order them. That I didn't order them and they're just not here yet. But I also need to, if not, I need to get them. So I'm gonna start a list, but this is what I did get so far. So let me show you what I've got. So for my supply, I got lots of these folders. These are from all my decodables. I will show you, currently they're over there in those black buckets. They are usually stored there, so they'll get moved today, hopefully. Black folders, I ordered new scissors. I have not ordered scissors since I moved in. There was a set 3 years ago. There was a set left from another teacher and they still work, but now they are pretty dull. So it was time to order new scissors. Expo markers for everybody. Crayola markers that we use just for fun. Tons of pencils, golf pencils, which are my favorite to use in small group. Lots of glue sticks. And then we've got Astrobites printing paper that I use for centers and stuff. Ketchup folders, red, and fluency folders, purple. So that is what we have thus far. So right now, crayons and pencil boxes are on the list. Okay, we are making progress. Theodore over there is being quite the helper. He's putting away all of our stuff. We got the desks set up in the right spot. I don't know what happened to the light, but this is where we're at. I'm gonna start with my decodables. These are the black folders I was talking about earlier. I'll flip this around and share with you a little bit more about that in a minute. But first, let me just flip around and show you what I think the layout is going to be for the year and a couple little changes if you've been watching my videos. All right, light is back. So now this is what we've got so far. a mess, but way better than what we came in with. So couple changes that are happening this year. I have one more student than I did last year, so I have 17 students. And then just for a reminder, that white table back here is a low table. It's low to the ground. And I had 4 of these blue chairs here. The cover is home being washed. 4 floor blue chairs. That was silly. And it was back here like this. If I can find a photo, I'm going to insert it, boop, here in the middle. I'll actually do a video from last year that will help so you can see what it looked like. However, for just a few reasons, we have a couple we have a few more students this year, and just for layout purposes, I'm actually taking that table home for the year, and I'm moving this whole area kind of back, and then I still have my 2 groups of 6 up here. So let me scoot back and see if you can get a bigger view of what this looks like. So we have 6, 12, and then a group of 5 to make 17. And then with these kind of pushed back and over here more right now, it's not real where it's supposed to be. I think the walking around of the room is going to just be a little easier. My easel, Calvin is here in my blue chair. This table is actually going in the hallway, but everything else is going to kind of be like this. So this is something new. I'm taking home the floor chairs and I'm taking home the floor table to kind of see how that works for the year. I don't know that it's going to be super missed. So you saw me starting to clear off some of the back. All of this is storage underneath, and then hopefully by the end of today, I'll have these curtains up. I like to hide all that visual yuckiness under there and kind of clear out what's up here as well. But something else that's different this year is we do not have iPads anymore. So we used to have one-to-one iPads, and again, if I can get a nice picture of it or a video, I will put it right here. Over here on the back counter was the iPad docking station. Instead, everybody this year, and it'll go right where this rolling tray is, everybody has Chromebooks. So we are now a one-to-one Chromebook classroom, which we did teach the first graders how to use it last year. We had both. And I think we're only going to have about 4 iPads, if possible, for the classroom, just for like a small group station. All right, check-in time. I am sweating. Theodore has been helping me so much. We are in a really good spot. So let me flip around the camera and show you what we have done and where we are. Let's see. Okay, so we put all the books back over here where they belong. This was something I switched up last year. My kidney table, like I said, I still need to push that a little bit back. But I liked having my small group area, my desk here, everything kind of in one easy spot. This used to be back there, like these kind of areas were swapped, but then this had to be like in the corner and all the books were back there. It just became a lot. So I really enjoyed this being here last year. I also kind of liked using the heater and everything as an extra table space to go back and forth. Actually, next week I have a video for you with 15 of my favorite ways that I organize everything. So I'll talk about all of this more. I do have a rolling cart this year. I'm going to try this out instead of my Monday through Friday buckets for plans. So I'll let you know how that goes in next week's video. But these are the black folders I was talking about. I have made a bajillion videos. I will put one here on the screen and I'll link it down below in terms of like, these are the exact lesson plans to go with all of the decodable books that I will use throughout the year, and they are all sorted by skill. All of these ones in these upper buckets here are going to be books like, let me get an example. These ones, Get the Sock, these are whole phonics. These ones are Moondog series. These are all different types of books that we have gotten just over the years. And then underneath here, we also have all the ones that directly go with HMH. So these ones I've just been grabbing as I need. I did not put them in folders yet last year. They're in order already, so it's easy for me to grab as we went through each unit. And slowly over last year, they made the lesson plans, just like these, to go with them. So I think I'm actually going to put these ones in a binder this year so I can quickly just grab them as I need them instead of the black folders. But I also don't know. I got the black folders too. So we'll see how that goes throughout the year. Again, I'll talk about this more in next week's video, but this is my like small group reading kind of area for other things besides the decodables. So I have things like my Map It, Tap It mats, my phoneme grapheme maps. This whole bucket right here is just for letter name and sound review, just so I can quickly grab things and lots of manipulatives that we often use. And again, I can just grab it, turn, and use. Theo helped me. We cleared everything off here, and then we put what we needed underneath here. I kind of want to bring in my steamer. I know that's like so silly, but the wrinkles might drive me a little crazy. So I might bring in my steamer for that. We got the play area all set up and ready for the new year. These supplies, I'm gonna wait because I need to get their supply kits and get that going. Thankfully, all of the math stuff was already put away nice and neat last year. And then let's see over here. Theo did all of the book area. This is looking nice and clean. I gotta figure out where that bucket's gonna go. There's a couple things that I still need to sort out. We got the desks already. This whole section over here, these buckets are what we use in the hallway. This is how the kids store all of their coats and lunch boxes and everything. They line the hall so they're not in the classroom. I have to go through and just kind of spread all of that stuff out. And then I have to go through, I haven't even opened this, so. Oh, okay, it's not too bad. I wasn't sure what this would look like exactly. This is not horrible. I shoved a whole bunch of stuff in here before we left last year. So I have to go through here too. Theo found our creepy doll. We found these, my team and I found these from like years and years ago. And so throughout the year, we hide them in each other's rooms. You like that idea?
Yeah.
Over here, like I said, I just have to spread all this stuff out and go through the bottoms there and kind of organize that because I'm pretty sure jammed it all. Yeah, I did not organize, like I said. Last year, I just kind of threw everything in. It was like, close it up, which is not what I typically do. Typically, I'm so much better and I like put this away all organized so I can come in and be like, look, it's all done. Of course, why would I do that? Why would I do that last year? Each year's different. My mirror is ready to go. I didn't have to do anything. Thankfully, that stayed the same. So I can say hello to you. Oh, I can have, Theo, maybe I'll have you set up the birthday display. You wanna do that?
Oh, do I put the different birthdays?
Yeah, I'll show you. Something else I switched up, which is not done, is my son here, just doing nothing.
Hi.
No, something else I switched up was these lights. I loved having the little twinkle lights last year, except I didn't listen to you guys, or I didn't ask rather. And I got battery pack, and wow, that flew through batteries. So this year I got the plug-in ones. It's not done yet. I just wanted to plug it in and see how it looked. I'm gonna drag it over because my got a lot of extras here. So I just wanted to see, and that's gonna be much better so I can actually enjoy them, because I really enjoyed them for like 3 days at a time, and then they would die and I wouldn't replace it for a while. So this will be nice. Okay, day one is done. I don't even know how much I got in this video, but I did get a lot done, which is good. We had 2 full hours. Theo was the biggest help. I think I already said that like 5 times. But right now I need to make a quick list on the board of what I still need to get done for the next times I come in, which I'm going to come in Thursday and probably a little bit on Friday. And then the following week I have Thursday and Friday. So I have a solid like 3 or 4 days left to get some stuff done. And I feel good. I was very nervous about not being able to come in. If you know by now, my classroom is usually set up by like August 1st. So I can just enjoy the rest of summer. So this is a little bit late. Let me flip the camera to show you a couple things that I need to do. So typically right here, I always have my job chart for the year, but the bulletin board, I just made like a makeshift one. I have a bunch of bulletin board paper. I forgot what this is called. It's like not butcher paper or whatever, some really good stuff, or Lakeshore, I forget. One of those I'm gonna put here. And then I have my little cards here. So these are all the jobs. The jobs are all staying the same. The actual makeshift bulletin board that I had made was just all bubbling up. So I need to make a new one. So a new bulletin board. And then the rest of the stuff I really need to do is organizational. So this is going in the hallway, but the hallway is still getting dried. And then I'll be able to, obviously my rug will be coming soon. My alphabet rug here will be coming soon. Everything else, like the main layout, like I said, if I can back on up, show you what that looks like. This is where we are thus far. So this I feel great about. I like that I got all that off the back shelf. That of course is going, once I get their supply kits, I need to organize that shelf. This area is looking excellent. This is all Theodore. Thank you, Theo. Good to go. The book bins, thankfully I didn't store anything in there, so that was already basically ready to go. These I'll talk about next week. Like I said, if you're excited, let me know, because next week I'm doing a whole organizational video. This still needs to be done, both under and on top, but I don't think that'll take long. This cabinet, like I said, for sure needs to be looked through. Really, most of it is already organized. Just at the beginning of the year, or sorry, at the end of the year, I had to shove stuff in here. So really, I just need to like take it out, assess what I have, and figure it out. Also, I feel like I ordered Play-Doh. I need to check that too, because I feel like I ordered Play-Doh for everybody and I don't have that. This cabinet here is my paper cabinet, silly cabinet, but needs to be organized. I did not do that. I usually do that at the end of the year, and I actually have kids like help me. But they did help me with all my school or all my math supplies that are out. So those are all nice and organized. Everything else, oh, my whole desk needs to be organized. It is a mess. I shoved stuff in here. And yes, I do recognize, by the way, that my rolling cart being here, I recognize that I can barely open my file cabinet. But guess what? I barely use my file cabinet. So I can open it as far as I need to. And that's that. And then I want to see if I have time, I will try to sort some of those. But yeah, here we are, people. Woo! I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good. Chris said 3:30. Chris, you're the best. I'm getting out of here. All right, there we have day one of classroom setup. Like I said, all the big stuff is done. The furniture is moved. We are good to go. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did or you have any questions, please let me know. I will try to link anything that I mentioned or anything that I use. But like I said, next week in my video, I'm just doing like a full 15 things that I use on a daily and weekly basis to organize my classroom and kind of keep it running smoothly and efficiently. So be on the lookout for that video. I'm excited about it. And like I said, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel and click that bell. That way you're notified of every new video. See you in the next one. Bye.